Okay, so hi Alberto,
What's going on, buddy?
how are you? We have missed you on television and your cars too.
Thank you, thank you. And I've been missing you guys too. I'll be back on world television pretty soon. It's just a matter of time.
Okay. So we will get back to the cars bit in a while, but let's start with the first bit soon. Okay, so my first question to you is that when we talk about Alberto Del Rio, we talk about the year 2011, right? So that was the year when you won the Royal Rumble and the Money in the Bank in the same year, right?
It was fantastic. It was the moment that changed my life forever. I just remember getting to the building and having the main bosses, the bosses in the company saying, "Okay, Alberto, you're winning the Royal Rumble tonight. Do you know what that means?" And I was like, "Oh, wait, that's freaking fantastic." It was a wonderful time for me in my life.
And you followed it up with the Money in the Bank as well.
The Money in the Bank and all the major titles. I think the only title that I didn't get in WWE was the Intercontinental title. I have been really blessed in my career. Of course, I have worked for absolutely everything. I have given my whole everything to all the wrestlers companies that I have worked for. And I'm going to continue to do it. I'm doing it again. I'm back. Thank God, performing, promoting. I'm in Mexico City right now. I'm here closing the deals for my company, Nación Lucha Libre, with Imagine TV. I'm promoting shows. I have a huge show coming up in July 31st in Hidalgo, Texas, against Andrade, against Carlito, against Epico, Primo Colón, Blue Demon, Cintadoro, formerly known as Sin Cara, Hijo de Dos Caras, many superstars.
Okay, so that's great that we're back in action. So the people in India here, crazy WWE fans, and they have like missed you like hell. Yeah, so you have in your career faced the likes of John Cena, Big Show, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton. So and you have defeated all of them. So which superstar, according to you, was the toughest to face? Like who had it in them to give the toughest fight to you?
No, all of them. If you're in WWE, you are there because you're a great performer. That's the NFL, the NBA of pro wrestling. You don't go higher than that. Well, now these days we have AEW competing against them and presenting a fantastic product. But WWE has been out there for many years. We have to give some more time to AEW to do and to continue doing great things. But if you work for any of those companies, you're a great performer. So all of them were significant to me. I will always remember my days against Ray, against Edge, against Big Show, against Ziggler, John Cena. I learned a lot from John Cena. I became a better performer after working against John Cena, and same against the others. But I learned a lot about how to take the fans in that roller coaster of emotions from John Cena.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be grateful to my time in WWE. I know we had our stuff in the past where I wasn't happy with the company, and I raised my voice. But after a horrible 2020, I have reevaluated my life and everything that has happened. And yes, there was some bad things, but there was also many great things. If it wasn't for WWE, I would have never become a worldwide brand. They made me famous.
Exactly.
They gave me the opportunity to be out there. But of course, I brought it. And the moment they gave me the opportunity, I brought it. I brought it every single night. I performed it every single night at my pick, and I'm going to continue to doing it for some more years more.
Okay, great. So I want to ask specifically about the Big Show. What kind of strategies do you have to adopt, like to fight that kind of a giant wrestler?
Well, you have to just do the sign of the cross and bring it, because he's not just a giant. He's a hell of a performer. He's fast. You might think that just because he's a giant, he's not fast. Oh no! Oh my God, he's fast. He's strong, and he's a wonderful worker. I learned a lot from him because, as you know, working the American style, working for companies like that, you have to use the logic in everything you do. And he's a master of passing that to you, showing you how to use the logic in the match, how to go from here to there, and why. That's the thing. Sometimes I wish most of the wrestlers in Mexico could understand that, because there's always have to be a reason why. And sometimes I'm not saying all, but some of the wrestlers down here in my beautiful country, they just do stuff because it looks cool, because it looks spectacular, with no logic, with no reason for it. And that's something that you only learn when you work for big companies like WWE or AEW. There always have to be a reason why. And that's why I was so successful, to put it that way, because I went there to learn. I didn't go to WWE thinking, oh, I'm Dos Caras Jr. I was a champion in Japan and Mexico, and I'm an MMA fighter. No, I know it. No. I went there to learn from everybody. And I always want to be saying thank you. Thank you for the rest of my life to amazing people like Dusty Rhodes, Steve Kern, Dr. Tom, Norman Smiley, Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Dean Malenko helped me so much because before WWE, I was always a babyface. Like many people, they don't believe that before WWE, I was never a heel. I was never the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. My next question was about the heel point only. Like how different is working as a heel from working as a baby face? Like different, like when you face the crowd, you face the crowd's boos and all. So how is it different to like make you mark as a heel?
I love it. I love it. I don't like being a baby face, I don't like it. It's just in the indie world, in the indie circuit, they always receive me as the baby face. And thank you for all the fans. Thank you to all the fans for all the love. But I feel like a fish out of the water. When I'm doing the bad guy part, I'm a fish inside the water. That's where I feel comfortable. That's where the wheels turn in my head and let me think about what I'm going to do to take my fans into that roller coaster of emotions. And I learned all of that from all those amazing performers and all those amazing agents. Arn Anderson, I forgot Arn Anderson, Fit Finley. They helped me. They helped me with the advices and learning from them. And if you like my work, well, they put some of their input into shaping me and helping me become Alberto Patron.
Okay, so great. So, and if I ask you to choose one wrestler from the current WWE roster who you would want to wrestle at WrestleMania, who would that be?
I'm not gonna lie to you, and the people that knows me knows that I don't watch it. I don't read the dirt sheets. I read some of the comments from social media, but I just read 3, 4, 5, and that's it. There's a lot of haters out there, and most of those haters are the ones not buying the product. They're just there behind the keyboard, messing with all of us, but they never go to the wrestling shows. I mean, some of them, or most of them. So no, I don't watch the product these days. But if someday I have the opportunity to go back and perform in the biggest stage, I would love to do it against Rey Mysterio or John Cena. Nothing against the others, nothing against the others. Rey, because Rey was the one that put me in the map, in the worldwide scene. It was him giving me the opportunity. And then John, because John is John. And I also learned a lot from John. And he's one of my favorite performers. You know, he's a horse. He's a cardio machine. So we went like just as I am, cardio machine, going one up and down, and then always performing at a high level.
Okay, so you got a very good push from the WWE. So why was your like push ended so abruptly? Like what happened? Like if you can give us some insight about that.
What happened with what?
So you got a very good push from the WWE, right? Very good push as a superstar. So
Yeah.
why did that push, that tenure ended so abruptly? Like it ended, So that is what I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, I don't think anyone knows when they stop pushing them and supporting them. It could be many reasons, you know. Now as a promoter, now I know that nothing is personal. You know, sometimes like when I was there, I thought it was for personal reasons, and I made some mistakes, some comments that I should have never made. Because there's nothing personal. It's just business. But I didn't get it till I became a promoter, until I had my own company, MMA, pro wrestling companies, till I became the boss, the real boss, el real patron, the real patron. It wasn't until then when I realized that, oh my God, I was so wrong. He never got anything against me. It was just, it's business. You're gonna be the number one performers for one boss, but maybe not so much for the other, and that's it.
Okay.
That's what it was, and I found myself into the same position when I was promoting Nación Lucha Libre here in Mexico, having wrestlers that will come to me, and the rest of the people would say, "This guy is amazing," but me, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything spectacular in these guys. And that's when I realized, and I was like, oh my God, Jesus, that's what happened. So I don't know, maybe it was a time for them to give the opportunity to someone else. Maybe they got tired of me. Maybe the market changed, because this is a business. So you have to support, push the number one market. So if Mexico is bringing money, you have to push the Mexicans. If India is bringing money, let's push the Indians. It's business. It's just business. But now, as a businessman, as a promoter, I get it. And if I have to say sorry, I will say sorry for some of the stupid comments that I made in the past against some of my employers, because I was wrong, you know, and I have to admit it. I was wrong. I just didn't know. I thought it was a personal thing, but now I know that it wasn't.
Okay, so my last question to you, and this one is the favorite among all Indians. Like this is the favorite question of all Indians. So tell me about your fascination towards cars, and how did you come up with the intense idea to come out in the ring in those stunning cars? Like what about those cars?
The cars?
Yeah.
Cars or cars?
Cars.
The cars. Well, that was Kevin Dunn's and Vince's idea. You know, but when I made my debut, I didn't even know that I was going to be using luxurious cars every week. I just remember that day, the day of my debut. I didn't even know that I was debuting on TV that day. And everybody came to me and they were like, "Oh man, nice ride. Congrats." And I was like, what's going on? Congrats for what? And then, you know, like later that day, I found out that was the night of my debut, that I was going to be driving those luxurious cars. And you know, after using those cars, I fell in love with cars. And, you know, I started like collecting cars and losing cars after my divorce, and then collecting again. But that it came from them. It was their idea. Like the whole Alberto Del Rio character was their idea. And I always want to say thank you for letting me be Alberto Del Rio. Of course, I did my part. I brought it every single night. I'm still doing it till this day.
Okay, so we hope to see you back in the ring soon, Alberto. So we have missed you like hell.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, and all my friends in India, Pakistan, Qatar, all that area. Thank you for so much love, and I will be seeing you soon. See.
Yes. Thank you. It was amazing talking to you.
Thank you, my brother. I'll talk to you later.